Alright, guys, this is going to be another dark video because the subject matter is anything but cheerful. So, as you all know, the Supreme Court overruled Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade being the landmark decision that made abortion a constitutional right for women. So, what does this mean? While it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be legal everywhere in the United States. This just makes it so states can do what they want. And what's going to happen is the red states, the conservative states, where they tend to vote Republican in just about every election cycle. So we're talking Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Florida. Well, maybe not. Florida's kind of an iffy one, but we're talking like Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Wyoming, the Dakotas, South Carolina, Arkansas, to name a few. There's more, but basically in those states it's going to be completely illegal, and they're going to enact trigger laws. So they're going to make it possible for people seeking an abortion to be prosecuted and tried for attempted murder, which is objectively way too fucking extreme. Also, we're talking about an impact that's going to negatively affect generations to come. So, to name a few, education is going to suffer. Overcrowding of orphanages, overcrowding of foster homes. Crime is going to drastically increase. Child poverty, child homelessness. These are just a few things. There's many, many more, but these are just a few things that are going to get worse as long as this decision is the law of the land. So, anyone who says, oh, but they're murdering the babies, no. Okay, I want those same people to have compassion for an onion seed, a pumpkin seed, and a goddamn acorn. I want them to get upset over someone flushing one of those seeds down the toilet and say, it never got to be an onion, it never got to be a watermelon, it never got to be a tree. Oh my god. Because if you show so much fucking sympathy for unborn children, and you don't care about pumpkin seeds or watermelon seeds that are swept up by a tornado or something, you have no fucking room to talk, because that is the most inconsistent you can possibly get on this issue. And again, I made a video on this a couple of months back, but about Texas's harsh ass ruling. And again, half the states are it's going to be illegal in like half the states. It's already illegal, I think, in Missouri. And again, it's going to be a domino effect. Now, where I live in Illinois, we're about to see a lot of people who are going to come to this state, along with the Northeast, along with the West Coast, and Minnesota, I think, as well, that are going to seek abortions in those aforementioned states. So there's going to be people who are going to travel to these states if they have the means, although I think there's going to be a lot of support and people willing to help financially and in a sense of transportation to get to whatever abortion clinic they can find. So it's going to overwhelm the abortion clinics, I think, in just about every blue state. So again, I mean, I can't even possibly imagine what the hell's going to happen as a result of all of this. It's just everything's up in the air. It really is. But what I just said about, child poverty and, crime, again, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's so much other shit that's going to happen as a result. Now, of course, it's not going to be an overnight thing. We're going to see the effects of this months down the line, perhaps weeks. But I'm not looking forward to it, and neither should you. Okay, anyone who's pro-life, I mean, anyone who's pro-life, honestly, just, I don't even want to fucking associate with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Get the fuck out of my life. Seriously, like, anyone who's for this decision, go fuck yourself. And that's putting it mildly. Because you fucking enabled this day. You've been pushing for this day to come. You were praying for it. You were hoping for it. And you finally got your wish. And again, I didn't necessarily wake up to this news. I heard it about like 9 a.m. my time. I've been up since about 8 maybe, but that's when I heard about this news. And I mean, we all should have seen it coming. And the problem is, no Democratic president solidified Roe v. Wade as the law of the land. It was never secured so that it would be hard to like meddle with and get rid of. But and also a lot of the blame goes to the Democratic presidents who didn't see the Supreme Court as a priority. They didn't see that if you have a Democrat-Republican majority as a good thing, or they just didn't think about it. Again, this is, it's been shrugged off for years and years and years, and now it's come to this. So there's a lot of more than reasonable panic for this. And again, this is one of the many things I fucking hate about religion. I mean, because again, that also led to this decision. And I'm a strong proponent of separation of church and state, and that clearly hasn't been respected in more ways than one, but especially in this one, because it's the evangelical dipwads who were pushing for this for years, and now they got it. And they're too fucked in the head to know what the hell this is going to do to society. Not just women's reproductive rights, but they don't know what the hell this is going to do to society. They haven't got a clue what the hell's going to happen, because they let their fucking fairy in the sky speak for them. Well, this isn't a donation piece, but all I'm saying is I honestly don't know how to end this. There's just a lot of thoughts racing through my mind, as I'm sure there are a lot of thoughts racing through your mind as well, about what the hell you can do. Now, a lot of protests are taking place, rightfully so, as a result of this ruling. There's one in my city. I'm hoping it's happening. I'm hoping it's happening again tomorrow, because I will go down there and show my support for abortion and women's reproductive rights. I couldn't go I mean, I had things to do. I had stuff planned that I had to take care of and whatnot for today, so I couldn't go. But I mean, I really wanted to. But again, hopefully there's going to be another march. I'm sure tomorrow. My voice keeps cracking. I'm sorry, but this is just, there's not much to say about this. I mean, I'm filled with sadness. I'm filled with anger, and the fact that this is reality is fucking insane. And I'm gonna end it there because I'll just be repeating myself if I go on with this.